Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing of some pens which I got from the recent Fountain Pen Revolution Memorial Day sale. They did a BOGO on their Himalaya version 1, and they also did a reduced price on their Himalaya version 2. And I already have a Himalayan version 2, but I have it in a medium nib. That seemed kind of a little bit too broad for my personal taste when I started writing with it. I mean, it's not like horrible, but I wanted to try something a little bit different with that one, so I got it in an extra fine, and I got the two Himalaya version 1s in a respectively fine and an extra fine, and I really like these colors. And I already saw from peeking in, Kevin, the guy who runs the Fountain Pen Revolution, gave the two free gifts, the moofed fountain pen. I already have two of these from him prior. I haven't really used them much. Like one of them, there was a problem with the ink; it just stopped writing. So maybe I'll just have to tinker with it again, or try like dipping it in. Oh, this isn't the second free gift. This is the silicone grease, so I can convert pens into eyedroppers, which particularly for the Benu Minima pens, they don't come with a cartridge. I'm sorry, not a cartridge, a converter, unfortunately. So basically, I just have to use the Kaweco Sport Mini converter for that, which doesn't really hold a lot of ink, or I can like fill it up with much more ink with the silicone grease. This was like mainly what I got the order for, and of course for the free shipping, the awesome deals with, you know, like the BOGOs and the reduced prices and stuff. They have lots of really like awesome deals like all the time. It's a wonder he manages to stay in business, and he's a really nice guy. When I had a problem last year, they accidentally sent the wrong types of pens that I had ordered. They were in the correct colors, but just the wrong models of that particular pen. And he was so apologetic, you know, sent me a return label and stuff and sent the correct ones back. So this is going to be really fun. And I also ordered a little shot glass thing for like filling up a pen when, you know, maybe like the nib or like the actual pen size is just really thick and the bottle of ink is really small like this, and the pen just doesn't want to fit down in the bottle, so you have to solve the problem by like pouring it into a little thing like this. I know Goldspot has one as well, and I think maybe a few other sites, but this one I really, of course, I wanted to save money because, you know, it's like on sale and stuff. Oh, this is, I wasn't expecting this, a pipette or a pipette. So I guess like, you suction the ink up out of the bottle and you put it into this. This is really cool, and this video is totally unscripted, by the way. I'm really going to look forward to, you know, using this stuff. And let's see with the two I'm not sorry, the three pens which I got. These are going to be the Himalayans with correct colors. This is the green one. Himalayan version 1 is the fine one. It's not really showing its proper color on the camera. When I flip it down, maybe it'll look better. This is that extra fine. This is a red. I couldn't resist, you know, like red and green, like so fun, such fun colors. And this is the purple one in the Himalayan version version 2. Like, and I also believe it has a different color nib from the one I have is the prior the one I have already had, the Himalayan version 2. It has a gold plated nib, and this one just has a regular steel, so that's kind of cool. And I do think this like really goes well with the purple. Oh, it's a little bit loose, just have to screw it in there. That hopefully that won't cause a big problem. And I'll just tilt the camera down so you guys can hopefully see the colors a little bit more accurately. So this is the purple one, a little bit more up close and personal. It definitely looks a lot different in person than it is on the camera, but it is showing up a little bit more accurately. I really like how, you know, the black and the white and the purple, they play together. It's more like a natural amethyst color, and many times like natural amethyst, particularly for, you know, body jewelry, it turns up not like purple when you see it in person. It's more, sometimes it's like more black than purple, or sometimes even more gray than purple. So I really like this, you know, natural variation of purple. It's just like really nice, and purple is my, you know, favorite color. So, you know, you can never have too many purple pens. And this is a lovely green pen. Like green is my third favorite color, particularly teal and dark turquoise, which is one of my birthstones. And also I just love like dark jewel-like tones of green, such as emerald and malachite. And finally, here's the red. Red. I don't think it's in my top 5 of favorite colors, but it's definitely somewhere in the top 10. And I've been getting more into red in recent years. It's just like such a lovely, like potent, like, you know, here I am color. It's just like you can't ignore red, and I'm just going to fill them up and do a writing sample. And I should also mention before I start filling them up, the Himalayan version 1, it has a kind of a different piston, I guess, slash combined converter type of filler. So you just push this down and then like pull it back up. That's very interesting. I can see why they decided to discontinue that for version 2 of this particular pen. But it's really interesting. Like you should branch yourself out, diversify, not limit yourself just to, oh, I'm only familiar with this type of filling mechanism, so I'm not going to bother with pens that do something different. This is going to be like really like fun and cool to play around with. So I filled up the emerald green Himalayan version 1 with diamine dark forest. I really enjoy this ink, and I filled up the Himalayan version 1 Sindoor red or Sindoor red with diamine's 7 deadly sins line wrath. This is a Cult Pens exclusive in the UK. It's really awesome. I have yet to unbox the remaining 4 Deadly Sins inks in this line. I've been holding on to that for weeks, just waiting to open it. And I did the purple amethyst in the Himalayan version 2 in Murasaki Shikibu and Pilot Iroshizuku. I just started using this ink recently for the first time. I got it for my birthday, but I was just waiting to write dry a pen that had some Iroshizuku Yamabuda in it. So, that's going to be really fun to see the samples. Okay, this is the emerald green. Let's see what's going. Oh, yes, this is a fine point nib. I really like it. And this is obviously, I'm just going to write the name of the pen and the ink it's in. So, Himalaya version 1. Version 1, emerald green, emerald green, fine, diamine dark forest, yeah, I'm liking how it writes. I haven't used the Himalayan version 1 yet, only the above mentioned Himalayan version 2, and so that's what the fine tip looks like. I like it more, I guess, than the medium, which I'm used to in the other Himalayan. It's not really so bad, and maybe that was just because I was using it on like cheap Mead notebook paper at first, so it was absorbing more and looking wider than it really does on paper that's specifically made for a fountain pen. So obviously lots of different things go into how a pen writes. It's not just, oh, this is the only way it can look. If you hold it at a different angle sometimes, or you press down on it, just like different things might happen. And here's going to be the Sindoor red and the extra fine, also FP. I think this is a sheening ink. Strange. It looks thicker than the extra fine. Did I get confused? Like, is this the? I thought this was the extra fine. Pretty sure the extra fine, yeah, was the red, and this is the other one. So, and the fine was the green. So that's kind of different. And maybe they got it confused. Version 1.0 Sindoor red extra fine diamine wrath. Yeah, that definitely looks thicker than the other one. Not sure what's going on there. I'll have to check afterwards. But definitely, I'm looking at the nib, and I'm not really seeing any like markings in it. Just yeah, really. So maybe they did get them confused. That's like very like unexpected, but I don't mind. I mean, I wanted one in a fine and one in an extra fine. I guess it doesn't really matter which color is doing what, as long as I got the particular nibs in that particular model of pen. And let's just see, this is going to be the amethyst one. I always frequently misspell amethyst. I've taught the auto correct to do it. So this is the FPR, the tight. Oh, it's not. Oh, that almost was a disaster. I'm sorry for the camera angle. It's just like I just don't have a tripod yet to do this kind of filming from above like other people I've seen on. Ooh, that's lovely. It looked like much different on the Clairefontaine paper I just started using it on, so I'm not, guess again, this is just like a different characteristic of paper. This is Himalayan version 2. V2. This is extra fine. Amethyst. Amethyst. I believe it's amethyst, not like amethyst. Yeah, I'm just that's one of those words that spelling like always trips me up. And this is just the Pilot Iroshizuku. Maybe you guys can tell me like what words like the spellings still always trip you up, like even like years after like supposedly learning them. This is just, well, I mean, most words I don't misspell, but that's just, you know, one of my like albatrosses or whatever they call it. Iroshizuku. Murasaki. Yeah, that definitely looks different than it did in the other pen I was writing with it. So, you know, it all so much depends on the type of pen and the paper you're using. And here you can see a little bit up closer of the writing samples. Really sorry about this angle. I know it doesn't make me look like so professional, more like amateurish, but you know, I'm really trying hard with the like technological limitations which I have, and so you can see what they all look like. I mean, maybe if I hold them at different angles, of course, or like press harder or lighter, they're going to look different. But you know, those are the colors and those are the line widths of the pens. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave me a comment down below letting me know, have you guys ever used some Fountain Pen Revolution pens? Are you interested in them? Like, what's your opinions on them? I really enjoy them. I have a number of other pens for them. My favorite so far is the Jaipur version 2. That's, you know, absolutely definitely in my top favorite of pens, particularly the cracked ice blue acrylic one. That's just, I just love the colorway, and it just writes so well. It's in a fine nib, and I also have it in the orange and purple cracked ice acrylics, also both in fine nibs. And they just have so many like wonderful, like fun, happy, you know, like colors and patterns, like, you know, the green and the red and the purple, and they have, you know, lots of blues, and they have like oranges and like pinks and all sorts of really cool fun stuff. You know, they're not pretending to be like, you know, Visconti or Leonardo or anything like that. They're just like a really nice affordable like budget pen, particularly for people just starting out, or sometimes like you don't always need like a high-end pen that costs above like $200 or even above $100. Like many times you can just be happy writing with the basics. Of course, like it's nice to have like a wide variety of pens, but you know, particularly if you're just starting out or you have a budget, like you can't spend too much on pens, but you do want to bulk up a nice collection fairly quickly. This is, you know, one of the websites which I would most recommend, and all of the pens are made in India. I've loved almost all things India since my freshwoman year of high school, and the autumn of 1994 when we studied the Indian subcontinent in my global studies, aka history class. There's just so many wonderful things about India. I would absolutely love to go there someday. And so let me know down in the comments again, like what your opinions on Fountain Pen Revolution are. Do you like these pens or the particular inks? And I will see you guys very soon. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.